It's a Tuesday night in Sydney CBD and the temperature is expected to drop to below 6 degrees. Rather than stay in and keep warm, Paul Shield is packing his car to the brim with donations and preparing to spend another night with Sydney's homeless community.
These are hand-knitted beanies, a full bag that someone donated to us. We wish we knew who it was so we could thank them. They're so beautiful. But often people just do it anonymously just to help out. They don't leave their name, so we don't really know who to thank, but we're very grateful.
For most of his life, Paul has tried to help people, but after 3.5 decades working for a big charity, he decided that he could be more direct.
Well, I got disillusioned by the fact that there's so many overheads and they're so massive, and I wanted to get out and do what I've loved doing for more than 35 years, is just to serve the needy, serve the marginalised.
3 or 4 times a week, Paul and his friends will pack up the car with whatever they can gather and head to the CBD to give it away. They call themselves Blanket Patrol, but they're not a registered charity. The group organises itself on social media. They use their own cars, their own money and their own time.
Do you want a care package?
We're crowdsourced, everything's donated. We don't own any buildings, we don't have any resources, we don't even have a bank account. Every single donation that we receive goes immediately to somebody who needs it.
The local real estate agency has a box for donations. The cafe down the road donates the day's leftover sweets, and a nearby church collects bread. Blanket Patrol is responsible for picking it up and taking it to where it's needed.
Thank you so much. In a way, it's a dream come true, because for years I'd hit my head against a brick wall trying to get things done in a big organisation, and here we're free to do it how we want to do it. Sure, I take my own car, my friends come and help me, but the reality of it is we're out doing this. We're out on the streets doing what we want to do, what we love doing.
South will get the 2 points this week, then the following week they play Manly, mate, they'll smash them.
A few years ago, Gav was living in an apartment across the road from the Patrol setup. After a bit of bad luck, he found that he was homeless. He spent some time living on the street, and while he now has a roof over his head, the cost of keeping himself indoors at night is making it hard for him to get ahead.
Some of the boarding houses I've been staying at, they're quite expensive. The one I'm at now, it's a bit pricey. It's $250 a week, and then you got your living expenses on top of that, like your food and things like that.
The tough thing about Gav's situation is that through all of this, he has never stopped working. He has a casual labour job that means he can't forecast how much he'll earn and how much he can save. Right now he's earning too much to qualify for government benefits, but not enough to get himself off the street.
But my job's not stable because there's weather, there's things not ready and things like that. So that's where I struggle. It's just one of those things where, okay, something goes wrong. We have to wait another 3 to 4 days before we can go back onto that job just to fix it or finish it. What I've worked out, if you can't pay rent, they just kick you straight out. So that's the thing that you've got to try and work with.
Is that your sleeping bag, is it?
Got to improvise, you know?
Yeah.
Paul will be the first to tell you that a car full of oranges and second-hand clothes won't fix things for Gav and people in his situation.
A lot of people are very, very isolated, and by having connection with people like us, it gives them somebody to talk to. Some people, they live on the streets, they stick to themselves, they don't really know anybody. A lot of people don't have any family at all.
Hello, my friend.
I can't see you before.
I missed you. How are you?
To be on the street, people just walk past them. And these people that we serve, they're human beings. As many of them as possible, we know their names, you know? We make the connection, we talk to them, we hug them, and they hug us, which is even better, you know? And that's sort of what it's about, really. It's trying to make people feel like they're important, they're a part of our community. And that community includes them. And this is all of us together.